everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We could be in for some fireworks in today's game. Both teams rank in the top 10 in total yards. The Chiefs are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Broncos, who will have to try and slow them down. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Charles the lone setback. They'll get the football here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Out of the gun, Smith. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to Travis Kelce. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Over. 99, check 99.
The first down carry here for Charles. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Charles. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On the counter, it's Charles. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll try the air now with Smith. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. Third down here. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Aqib Talib is one of the great gambling corners in the league. When he gets an idea and a notion and jumps a route, it often results in 6 points for his team.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Throwing on third down, Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. There he goes, left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a KC first down.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll come out in the pistol. Smith going to turn and give to Charles. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he's got Jamal Charles. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, Smith. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And the back goes into motion. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And able to find Conley. Call it a pickup of 7. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on 1st down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll give the Broncos a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. On 2nd down, Lynch. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 31 yards. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Cuts it out to the sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Jones coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Throwing is Smith. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, and Smith out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Smith throwing again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Second down, here's Lynch. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They come up in an offset eye. They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Lynch to throw. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. And even 40 yards. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
The play clock's running down. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Lynch looking to throw on second. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. Lynch here off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And Cundiff able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And quickly they get to the line. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Flushed out right. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, Lynch escaping the pressure right. And caught right side, Green. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Lynch. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Cundiff able to knock it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Lynch. Finds Roberts left side. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
Here's Lynch. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tap and foot.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gonna look deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And Denver getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Returnable here for Davis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Detroit! Leopard! Let's go! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
They run it again with Anderson. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Lynch now throwing on third, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll come out in the pistol, so the D-line's going to spread out. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They run the counter now. It's Anderson, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Let's go! Gone! Back to the left belly, here we go!
Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Let's go! Blue, landed! Watching that, Marty! Watching that, Marty! 3-19!
From the gun on third down, it's Lynch. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. 10 yards still left on second down. Smith will hand it off here to Charles. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on third down, Smith. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Call it a loss loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers. He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, a nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. A fake to Anderson, now it's Lynch. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Cundiff able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. In there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On second down, Anderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Here we go now.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down, here's Lynch. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They go play action now. Lynch. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that brings up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team once more. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On first down, it's Charles again. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run with Davis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go again with Davis. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Davis now. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's complete to Kelsey. Give him 18 yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Smith on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos coming out now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. In the backfield is Anderson. On 2nd down, Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. And Green with a catch left side. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And now a 1st down following that long gain. So the D-line's going to spread out. In the backfield is Anderson. Oh, Lynch going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll take this one down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. That way, you often control the game.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Lynch to throw. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. Still fighting for more. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They come out here in the eye. Now Anderson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's really no surprise to see them running the ball here. They've got the lead, not much time left. They just want to keep the clock moving, and they can win it right now.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run.
There are men, and there are giants. Base is still